So in my last video, I was talking about a pretty fun movie that was about Bigfoot. And you know, it's a topic that may be controversial, but it doesn't have any harming effects on society. So what are we talking about today? Fuck! So let's talk about one of the best lyricists in the game, Crooked I, who later changed his name to King Crooked, with an X instead of an I. And he is a CEO of 2 record labels, and is the vice president of another label. This guy's been rapping ever since 1995. When he was 17, he made his own label called Muscle Records. King Crooked eventually got a deal with Virgin Records, and sadly some of the tracks that were made before his first studio album, Apex Predator, have not been digitally released, and his first album is amazing. King Crooked ended up in a group of lyricists called Slaughterhouse, who dropped their self-named album in 2009, and then they got signed to Shady Records. Sadly, despite being signed by one of the best and most popular rappers of all time, who did appear on Dre tracks and who produced most of the album, Welcome to Our House, a great album, didn't get a lot of love. Like, come on guys, why does someone have to die for them to get their flowers? Sorry, it just hurts to see such talented artists not get as big as they should. King Crooked is a good storyteller, he has a lot of impressive wordplay and multi-syllable rhyme schemes. He is such a good artist that in 2019, he was releasing a song every week, and while not perfect, all of them were good. Now in 2016, King Crooked released one of my favorite rap albums of all time, Good vs. Evil, a concept album about a futuristic world that suffers from systematic racism. The parallels made in the album of Planet X and reality are phenomenal, with dark production and intricate storytelling verses that just blows your mind. Even hip-hop legends like RZA, Tech9ne, and Eminem did skits and intros, but I really did want verses from them, but you know, never get greedy. And while Dear Officer with parentheses Shoot Back isn't my favorite track, it is still an amazing song, with the before mentioned Tech9ne doing an outro skit.
Pulled over by the police right now, so I'm filming this as evidence. I ain't got no weapon on me, no weapons in the car, so if you hear something and they say that I had a pistol or something, it's a lie, you know what I mean? These days we gotta film this shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm unarmed, I'm gonna comply with everything they want me to do. So if you hear something, don't believe that shit. They out here killing us for no reason. Alright, peace.
The video just started and it's already chilling. Many think that recording the encounter with the police is the only way to be safe from police brutality. But unfortunately, that has been disproven many times. Hell, there are states that have made it illegal to record cops without their permission. This video isn't really made for defense. It was here to say, if this person kills me, know it was due to them being a piece of shit that was abusing their authority and thinking they could get away with it because I was black. And they should be brought to justice. Or paid leave, because America.
No born citizens. You have violated the anti-protest
Once upon a time in the slums.
We are authorized to use deadly force.
So how can people have the freedom to protest when these peaceful protests are met with armed guards who won't hesitate to attack and kill? But a group of people can storm the Capitol and face little prison time, even though people were actually killed there, and security just relaxes and just let them through. And a bunch of white people can brandish automatic weapons because they think wearing a mask is like slavery or the Holocaust, and no cops are there. Maybe there is some sort of bias with the American justice system.
Once upon a time in the slums,
We are authorized to use deadly force.
a group of people stood up to a corrupt system, and they were all slaughtered. So what did the next generation do? Shoot back.
Look, when you're in a system with a long history of abusing and killing black people that cops could have easily detained, and there are no signs of things getting better, how can you not have a mind state to say, we're done being walked all over, so it's time for us to fight back? And yeah, there is a history of this shit. This wasn't something that all of a sudden happened when George Floyd was killed, like many pieces of Republican media like to say. Also, lots of people would like to say, but George Floyd had a criminal record. But guess what? Cops are not supposed to kill guilty people either. And did that cop really know who George Floyd was and knew all the criminal history behind him? They're supposed to arrest him so that they can stand trial.
To the police, what kind of beast do you have to become to kill a child so young who was just having some fun?
How do they have a hook that is so catchy and dark?
You shoot me in my back and plant a weapon after it's done. How much time you get for killing me? The answer is none.
What, you want justice for a cop that killed a black man? What kind of shit are you smoking? But trust me, I am not a racist. I have a black friend that I haven't talked to in 5 years.
2 little boys came and knocked on my door. They said the police just shot your son twice in the stomach. So my
Hey, yo.
What, does this make you uncomfortable? Well, too fucking bad. This isn't about making you guys comfortable. It's about showing you what's going on, raw and uncut.
Hey, yo, them RoboCops just tear gas the protest, and you don't want to fight back. Congratulations, my nigga, you passed the whole test. Just another male in need of some Kotex. You'll be fitted for the rope next.
While he tackles a very serious topic, he still comes in with a lot of good multi-syllable rhyme schemes. The RoboCop theme is common on a Good vs. Evil album as a good metaphor, describing how the system practically programmed cops to all be the same. You can't be a good cop if you don't do anything to protect the victims of police brutality.
We were sitting in church praying the Lord may forgive us, but an agent of the puppet master was there praying with us.
This is why I hate the "but he was a good Christian" defense people give to criminals. Here's the thing about racist. You don't always know when you're next to one. Despite how they're portrayed in tons of media, like Jordan Lucas's "I'm Not Racist," they're not always loud and angry, and not all of them are Republican. Some people have racist beliefs that they thought were logical conclusions to what they've experienced. See, with a system that has been built to separate us, it causes people who are not a victim of that oppression to not really realize what's going on, and also don't need to know what's going on, since it won't ever affect them. So when the media wants to have clickbait titles, I mean, you've seen them all across the media. Why is black employment dropping? Why are statistics saying that black people are more likely to be in prison? And why are prisons usually filled with more black people than the other races? Those who are not a victim of the system that oppresses the black community, who wouldn't know anything about what's going on in the black community, will think, well, there must be something wrong with these black people.
The act wasn't lunacy. He knew just what he was doing, true indeed. He was carrying out a mission to kill you and me.
To further my argument, most racists are not mentally unwell, if that's the best word I'm looking for. And the reason that this is a problem is that it paints racism black and white instead of the big problem that it is.
Unity and all the hope it brings just became a nightmare and a reflection of our broken dreams. See, we welcomed you with open arms, then you opened fire, so it seems we can't trust a soul by no means, nah.
So this is some great wordplay with a double entendre, with open arms meaning both. Wait, what do you mean the music video explained this? That's my job.
That'll make the big picture look better like Photoshop. I know you hope it stop. I know it's not. I'm loading shots in the 357, 3 minutes before 4 o'clock.
You know what I love about this album, other than many other things, is that the songs have a lot of clever wordplay while also being about important topics. It's something that many other artists tend to struggle with.
You just wanna bloom, unassuming that the government's mad villain.
Wait, the fuck? How is he still alive? They don't even show him having a bulletproof vest or anything. He just comes back to life. What is he, Jesus? Or is that also a metaphor? Overall, I give this song a definite 5 out of 5. The topic is handled very well, the lyrics are masterful, and the beat is incredible. And while Good vs. Evil 2, The Red Empire, isn't as good as the first one, it is still a really good album. Trust me, this is a guy that deserves some support. There's even a sequel to this song specifically, that is also 2 tracks put into one song. It is even delivered with an angrier flow. Hey guys, the Animal King here. Thank you guys for watching my video, and please like and subscribe, it helps more than you think. Also, if you want to request a certain video, the prices are right here for whatever you want to request. Have a good day.